Good day, senior high students. Welcome to Yung's class. I'm Sir J, and welcome to week number 5 of Disciplines and Ideas in the Social Sciences. Our topic for this week is Structural Functionalism, Marxism, and Symbolic Interactionism. And the most essential learning competency is analyze the basic concepts and principles of the major social sciences theories such as structural functionalism, Marxism, and symbolic interactionism. And to start with, we will have our pretest. Are you ready? For the first question, which of the following best describes structural functionalism? Is it A or B? What is your answer? Very good. The answer is letter A, a perspective in sociology that sees society as a complex system whose parts work together to promote solidarity and stability. Next question. Are you ready? The question is, Robert Merton believes that 5 situations are facing an actor in structural functionalism. Which of the following statements is false? What is your answer? Very good. The answer is letter B. Rebellion is the rejection of both the means and the goals of society. That is false. Next question. Are you ready? Great. The question is, according to symbolic interactionists, human beings differ from animals because blank. What is your answer? Very good. The answer is letter D, all of the above. Congratulations! We will begin our discussion. First, we have structural functionalism. What is structural functionalism? It is a framework for building theory that sees society as a complex system whose parts work together to promote solidarity and stability. Economy, religion, politics, education, and family are to be considered groups as a major institution. Individual and group behavior, more often than not, serves a function for the larger society. And according to functionalism, society is a system of interconnected parts that work together in harmony to maintain a state of balance and social equilibrium for the whole. Functionalist perspectives emphasize the interconnectedness of society by focusing on how each part influences and is influenced by other parts. Functionalists use the terms functional and dysfunctional to describe the effects of social elements on society. It is functional if they contribute to social stability. Again, it is functional if they contribute to social stability, and dysfunctional if they disrupt social stability. Are we clear? Great. Let us proceed. We have here Robert Merton, and he identified 2 types of functions under structural functionalism, and those are manifest function and latent function. So what is manifest functions? These are consequences that are intended and commonly recognized, and it is observable. How about latent functions? These are consequences that are unintended and often hidden. For example, the manifest function of education is to transmit knowledge and skills to society's youth. But public elementary schools also serve as babysitters for employed parents, and colleges offer a place for young adults to meet potential mates. The babysitting and mate selection functions are not the intended or commonly recognized functions of education. Hence, they are latent functions. Next, according to Merton, we have 5 situations that we are facing. First is conformity. Second, innovation. Third is ritualism. Fourth is retreatism. And lastly, rebellion. Conformity occurs when an individual has the means and desire to achieve the cultural goals and socialized into them. Innovation occurs when an individual strives to attain the accepted cultural goals but chooses to do so in a novel or unacceptable method. Ritualism occurs when an individual continues to do things as prescribed by the society but forfeits the achievements of the goals. Retreatism is the rejection of both the means and goals of society. And then rebellion is a combination of the rejection of societal goals and means and a substitution of other goals and means. So those are the 5 situations an actor is facing according to Merton. Now we will proceed to Marxism. The political and economic theories of Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels, later developed by their followers to form the basis for the theory and practice of communism. Karl Marx wrote the Communist Manifesto that shows the basic struggle between classes and recommends action against the specter of capitalism. And we have Friedrich Engels, father of Marxism theory. Together with Karl Marx, he wrote the Das Kapital. In simple terms, Marxism is a political and economic theory where a society has no classes. Every person within the society works for a common good, and class struggle is theoretically gone. Marxism focuses on the struggle between capitalists and the working class, the bourgeois and the proletariat. Marx wrote that the power relationships between capitalists and workers were inherently exploitative and would inevitably create class conflict. And when conflict arises, it would ultimately lead to a revolution in which the working class would overthrow the capitalist class and seize control of the economy. Are we clear? Very good. Now we will proceed to the next theory. We have symbolic interactionism. It is a sociological theory that develops from practical considerations and suggests to people's particular utilization of dialect to make images and normal implications for deduction and correspondence with others. This perspective relies on the symbolic meaning that people develop and build upon in the process of social interaction. The interpretation process that occurs between interactions helps create and recreate meanings. It is the shared understanding and interpretations of meaning that affect the interaction between individuals. Symbolic interaction was conceived by George Herbert Mead. It is a theoretical approach to understanding the relationship between humans and society. The basic notion of symbolic interactionism is that human action and interaction are understandable only through the exchange of meaningful communication or symbols. Again, human action and interaction are understandable only through the exchange of meaningful communication or symbols. And we have here the three basic premises by Herbert Blumer. Humans act toward things based on the meanings they ascribe to those things. It includes everything that a human being may note in their world, including physical objects, actions, and concepts. Next is the meaning of such things is derived from the social interaction that one has with others and the society. It arises out of the social interaction that has with other humans. And lastly, these meanings are handled in and modified through an interpretative process used by the person in dealing with the things he/she encounters. We naturally talk to ourselves to sort out the meaning of a difficult situation. And that is symbolic interactionism. To sum up our discussion today, we have structural functionalism, Marxism, symbolic interactionism. For structural functionalism, we have Robert Merton, and the focus are the interconnected relationship between the parts of society and what aspects of society are functional. For Marxism, we have Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels. The focus are in the competition of scarce resources and how the elite control the poor and the weak. And lastly, for symbolic interactionism, we have George Herbert Mead and Herbert Blumer. The focus are the use of symbols, social interaction, and face-to-face interactions. Do you understand our lesson for today? Very good. Now we will proceed to our post-test. According to functionalism, each of the social institutions contributes important functions for society. Which of the following institution can offer a way to transmit a society's skills, knowledge, and culture to its youth? What is your answer? The correct answer is letter B, education. Very good. You got the correct answer. Next question. Are you ready? The question is, it is a framework for building theory that says society is a complex system whose parts work together to promote solidarity and stability. What is your answer? Very good. The answer is structural functionalism. Next question. Are you ready? Great. The question is, the basic notion of this theory is that human action and interaction are understandable only through the exchange of meaningful communication or symbols. What is your answer? Very good. The answer is symbolic interactionism. Congratulations! We are done for the lesson for this week. See you next time.